Yeah. Yeah. It just
Yeah.
You know, when you've
When you've put all your guts into it, when you've put all of your time into
and then you blood and you sweat.
You blood and you sweat and you sift through the bones of it all.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if there was more to say,
then maybe we would be here saying more, but we're not.
Ted, if there's a homeless guy who jumps on your back, are you leaving him there or are you tossing him off?
Like what, leaving him there like a backpack?
Yeah.
Like he's going to join me on like...
Yeah, a little adventure.
I'm going to enter into a little state of mutualism with this homeless guy. You know, honestly, I feel like there's so many adventures to be had in that regard that I probably would keep him there.
Oh.
I'd probably, you know, maybe I'd twist his legs and kind of like try to shape him so he's...
Yeah, the abdomen strap.
Yeah, so he's kind of like a Jane Sport backpack that I can wear him. Welcome to Chuckle Sandwich. You know that there's that one guy in India who has kept his hand in the air for like 50 years?
Yeah, why did he do that? I saw that story the other day. Just a picture of a guy.
Drunk bet. 90% chance drunk bet.
Bro, his arm was just completely drained of all energy. It was just holding up there. You could snap it like a twig.
Well, the bones are fused too. So even if he decided that, the bones are fused like that. That's why
No way.
People who are in a coma and stuff, that they move them occasionally, because if you stay still like that for long enough, you're gonna get stuck. So yeah, no, I definitely think it was like a drunk bet though. He was like, I bet you can't hold up your arm for like a week or like or like a month, and he'd be like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it. He does it for a month, and he's like, all right, the bet's over, and he tries to move.
Oh fuck! It's fused. I've been fused
What
together.
an insane statement to come out of someone's mouth. Oh fuck! It's fused.
I've been calcified. My arm. Then all his buddies line up and give him a high five.
Yeah, and I think probably the worst part of that is that there's a pretty high chance, maybe in the 80% chance that guy was right-handed and he had to relearn how to do his business.
Oh, poor you. Poor you. You got to relearn that. Fuck you. Get out of that. Dude, you have no idea what it's like to be a lefty.
What a curveball
You have no idea what it's like to be a lefty.
Oh, you're left-handed. That's why it was a curveball. Okay, so this was a pro left-handed thing. I thought this was like a... I was like, I just didn't expect you to go that route.
We've been left behind by society. Okay?
Yeah.
We die earlier.
Yeah.
We come faster.
There's a lot of propaganda against you guys.
There's so many debuffs we get as left-handed. The nuns at my school would slap my hand with a ruler and say, "Not that hand." And I said, "Yes."
That's horrifying. Yeah. Is this a real thing that happened to you?
Yes,
they actually tried to...
Miss Trunchbull, yes.
Miss Trunchbull? Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't know you went to Matilda's school growing up. That's crazy.
I did go there.
Did she... And so I assume that you also had pigtails growing up, and she grabbed you by the pigtails and swung you around and threw you over the fence a couple times a week.
Yeah, she smacked me in my ear too.
Dude, there's a part of me when it comes to watching Matilda, is that there's a part of me deep down that kind of wishes that there was a teacher like that, and I also had the knowledge to be like, this is wrong. You know, like either like a shower daydream where it's like you're fighting back against the powers that be. You know, I really wish that I was like a kid that age and I just fucking start slicing at her ankles with a knife or something if she fucked with me.
And everyone starts like clapping.
Yeah, everyone starts clapping. They raise me up. They start singing songs and dancing and shit. You know.
I daydreamed not about me defeating the teacher, but it was more so about me defeating the school shooter.
Yeah, I think many a man.
Yeah,
I think this is like the Roman Empire for dudes going, especially in America in high school.
Everyone's thought about it. Every
American, every American's thought about it. Because for Europeans, it's like, that's even a thing that happens to people? But there's definitely like, especially when you're close to the door, when you're sitting close to the door in class, and you're like, hey, someone comes in here, I'm going for the gun. You know, you watch, and every guy has watched those videos when they were 13 of how to properly disarm a pistol from someone.
Perfectly choreographed in your head.
Oh yeah. Like you're like, this is what I'm gonna do, and then you like dive in and you're gonna start. You're gonna sneak up under him. You're gonna do a little fucking judo throw.
Exactly. Man.
Yeah. No, I've thought about it, and I think that those thoughts were a thing for me in middle school, which is just not something a middle schooler should be having to think about. Like, is something that's crossing their mind.
Yeah, probably not. But it was cool and manly.
Oh, it was cool.
You would have been the hero. I'd sit by the door, Ted, and hope it happened.
We'd be given I'm under the bridge. I'm gonna be given a medal when I fucking take down the school shooter. Yeah, no, it'll be good.
You get the fucking key to the city. You stopped it yourself. Yeah.
That's
the
a good
mayor
question.
would hand you a comically large key.
What I wouldn't give to be handed a comically large key by the mayor of the city. And also, what does that key do?
Opens every door in the city.
Yeah, is that because there's definitely doors that do that or keys that do that in terms of like maintenance. Like there's definitely maintenance keys that like you can open up, like you can like fucking collapse a bathroom stall with those fucking weird circular keys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, dude. The last time the USPS worker came to my house, I stuck him up for his little universal key, and I could get into any lockbox.
That is so true. That is probably the most valuable person to mug is a USPS person.
Oh yeah, that key fucking does anything. Anything you want. But no, I will say that the key to the city is probably just like a fake. It's like I don't even know.
There's no way.
It's just, it doesn't do anything.
There's no way.
Key to the city doesn't do anything.
Or this giant key is a key to a giant door, and we're not even talking about this. They're not even talking about the city that you're living in. They're talking about a door that leads to a special city for special cool people that save people and beat the crap out of school shooters.
Who would be there?
Everyone who's ever stopped a school shooter. But speaking of daydreaming about people doing bad things, often we've gotten our listeners to daydream about the assholes of the world, a variety of assholes. And we recently did this maybe like fucking 6 weeks ago or something like that, where we sent Tucker through the internet. We sent him onto Reddit, the little, I don't know, that fucking back corner of the internet, that little fucking old shoe of the internet. And he found us some more Am I the Asshole posts.
Yeah, we get another Reddit episode, baby.
Another Reddit episode, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be...
This is what it's all about, baby.
And we're going to be judging these people with our superior knowledge and our superior set of morals. And, Tucker, how was it this time going into Reddit?
As depraved as usual.
Okay, that's good to hear. Well, then that means that we've got content today.
We've got content.
So yeah, Tucker, I suppose take us away. I'm sure that in the time between the last one and this one, you've probably been working on your acting, your voice acting. So, and you've got a new microphone too. So
yeah, we've got the new mic.
I'm really excited to see how this sounds.
This better sound good.
Yeah.
This better be a good story, man.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's the title. Am I the asshole for requiring that guests change clothes before they sit on my furniture? Okay, here's a story.
Wow.
What an insane sentence. I love it. Okay.
This is a throwaway. I'm a 20-year-old male and I live alone. I'm a very neat person. My mother kept our house pristine growing up and I helped her for as long as I can remember. I recently moved out into my own place, and something that I started thinking about was how many germs from outside we track into our houses. I always change out of my clothes as soon as I get home, but whenever I have guests, they don't. And I have no idea where they've been or what their clothes have been exposed to. About a month ago, I bought a bunch of these clear disposable raincoats, and I started telling people who I invited over that they could bring a fresh change of clothes to change into, or wear one of the coats before they sit on my furniture.
Yeah, no, you're fucking crazy, man. You're fucking crazy.
Well, hold on. Let him finish.
No. This person's clearly a psychopath.
Well, there could be something else here that we're missing.
You think there's a key ingredient that we're missing?
I think there's some key to the city in this that we're missing here that could enlighten us.
I'll hold it. But I'm biased already.
Yeah, you're trying to hold it in, but he's turtling. He's turtling hard.
I also offer to wash the clothes that they change out of if they want to. My girlfriend doesn't have a problem with this and started just leaving clothes at my place. My mom and my little sister have also been okay with this new rule. But I invited a friend over yesterday. I told them about the clothes thing before they came. And when they got here, they were surprised that I actually enforced it and said, "You've got to be fucking with me." I told them, "No, I'm serious," and then they left. They haven't been answering my messages either. I was talking to my mom about it, and she said it was pretty excessive and unreasonable to expect everybody to do it. I disagree, but I'm kind of double guessing myself. Am I in the wrong here?
Yeah.
Dude, Tucker, that ending. Can I just call attention to the remarkable voice acting work done by Tucker there? That was excellent, and I'd like all the chucklers to enter into the comments section. Give Tucker a little bit of a clap, maybe a clap emoji, because that was great. Schlatt, take it away, baby boy.
You're fucking crazy. You're an insane, poorly adjusted human being, and I don't know what kind of fucking bubble. Was it the NBA bubble in 2020? Is that what the environment you grew up in, man?
Nah, man,
are you SpongeBob with the suds and you have a fucking bubble and your legs are filling up with your own pus and shit and fluid?
Ew.
What the fuck? Second, and this is unrelated because I don't even think it's worth giving this guy the time of day. You know those fucking people who put plastic over their couch? Like a protective layer of it? What the fuck is that about?
I don't know,
because
it does ruin the purpose of the couch. Any of the
I feel like I'm sitting in a fucking museum. What the fuck? You put plastic wrap on your couch?
It definitely gives American Psycho vibes, for sure. In fact, the clear raincoat in this instance somewhat gives American Psycho vibes from this particular person because he puts on a clear raincoat in that scene where he chops the guy into fucking bits.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is an insane person. Psychopath. How are you an adult who has their own place and aren't adjusted well enough to understand why people wouldn't want to change their outfit, bring a change of clothes to your house?
Yeah, this isn't really an acceptable boundary for someone to have.
No.
Because, there's a difference between what a boundary is like you don't want other people to do it to you. But when you start enforcing something upon someone else, that's not a boundary. That's you trying to control them. So it's like this person is trying to like control anyone that enters their space. It's like you have to understand that people aren't going to want to hang out with you if you're doing that to them. Yeah,
they'll just leave like that guy did.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, the non-insane thing to do is to get rid of the rule and just protect your furniture. Right? With the plastic wrap. Like, I think it's fucking stupid, but do that instead of make people change their clothes.
Yeah.
That's absurd. But even the plastic wrap thing, am I off base here, Ted, with the plastic wrap around the couch? Dude, that's like keeping your wife a virgin just so she get fucked by her second husband after you divorce.
That's the purpose of that?
What?
That's the purpose of that is you keep the wife a virgin so she gets fucked later?
Yeah, because once you die, right? I mean, like the couch goes to its second owner, and so they're gonna sit on it. They're gonna fuck that couch. They're gonna fuck that couch.
No, I get where you're coming from. The couch. The examples are sort of what's throwing me off a little bit, but I definitely think that the couch, the base line thing of people putting plastic wrap on the couch, ridiculous. But you know what I think it is? I think that when in terms of what the responses are going to be here, I'm feeling like it's going to be like people kind of being understanding that this person is like this, but trying to kindly explain that they can't fucking do that shit to people because it's like I don't think this is like, oh, you're a fucking dick, I'm gonna go come find you, like it was with the mom in her 70s trying to make her son come home to take care of the kids. Like, I think this is more like a, hey, listen, this isn't how we do things in society. Like, you got to understand that people aren't going to want to be friends with you if you're going to be doing that. They're not going to want to hang out with you. So Tucker, what's the top comment right now on this Reddit post? Like, what are the people saying about this?
Okay, top comment, 44K likes.
44K, 1,000?
Yep.
Oh.
You're the asshole and need therapy. I don't say that despairingly at all. I sincerely think you would benefit from professional help.
Damn. Yeah, you see, it's like people, that's what I thought. People were going to be like, kind of like trying to recognize that this person doesn't exactly have the right perspective on how society is. And like, but also, you know, being like, you are the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's sort of the consensus across is it kind of similar to that across the board, Tucker?
Yeah, it is. It's an asshole post.
An asshole in need of therapy.
Yeah.
My asshole needs therapy after what I did to it last night.
Oh my God. You know, you can't just share shit like that.
What, Ted?
We're friends. I don't want to hear about that.
Ted.
Don't keep saying my name like it's going to convince me.
You'll like it.
No,
you'll like it, Ted. Ted, you'll like it. Don't eat. There's something nice there. There's something nice in there.
Such a clear shift in strategy.
There's a prostate
after you were
in there,
saying
Ted.
my name. You were like,
you
were like, listen to reason. No, you'll like it.
I just
like
speak the
that
truth.
shit.
I speak the truth, and some people don't like it.
Oh well, Tucker, give me the next "Am I the Asshole" post.
Okay, this one I'm gonna preface. I might struggle to read it because the person who wrote it, they're struggling. Okay. It's not me. Okay. Here's the title. Am I the asshole for keeping my friend's bird in my freezer?
Oh my God. Okay.
Here's the story. I had a friend living with me from the end of 22 to mid 23. When they moved in, they had a small bird with them. I can't remember how old she was exactly, but she wasn't old in comparison to her species' lifespan. She unfortunately died.
Can I just say, when we're saying this wasn't that old compared to how long an average life of this creature would be, it seems like we're already setting ourselves up to not, this person very much so believes they are not the asshole. Oh, okay, continue.
She unfortunately died a couple months into my friend staying with me. We found her dead at night, and I didn't have a shovel, so initially that's why we didn't bury her immediately. So my friend wrapped her up and put her in the freezer until I could get a shovel so we could bury her. Well, the next day my friend told me that instead of burying her, they wanted to do some sort of taxidermy with her. We have a friend who does taxidermy stuff, so that wasn't out of the ordinary suggestion. She just lives too far to drive with a dead bird and no cooler in my car with no AC. I'm also very ignorant when it comes to taxidermy, so that might not be the exact term, but for lack of a better one, taxidermy. It's been probably 9 months of the bird being in my freezer. The friend has moved out now. Here is the part where I might be the asshole. Me and this friend had a falling out, and in that falling out, I told them to basically come get their bird by a certain time or I'm going to bury her myself. The time frame was reasonable, in my opinion, especially since they knew when she was first put into the freezer. They said they would update me by a certain day within the time frame on what they wanted to do with the bird.
Oh, interesting. This is taking a turn.
That day passed with no word from them. Then the time frame I gave them ended again. No response. Fast forward to now, me and this friend don't talk, but we have mutual friends still. According to our mutual friends, they think that the bird is buried, which makes sense because that's what I said I would do. However, I have not buried the bird and she's still in my freezer. I'm not intentionally holding the dead bird hostage. I'm just not good with death, and I am worried that if I bury her, then something might dig her up, and I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, my God.
This is taking so many different turns for me.
Oh, my God.
I also don't want to just throw her away because that feels worse to me. Our mutual friends are telling me to reach out and clarify that the bird is not buried and still in the freezer. I'm not 100% sure how to address this, but I'm open to advice. Am I the asshole?
No. Surprisingly, for some reason, I guess I had thought, based on the title at the beginning, and maybe that was intentional on Tucker's part, that this man had gotten pissed off by this bird and locked it in a freezer until it died a cold, icy death.
Right.
But now I'm realizing, no, this bird died, and it's just been in the freezer for almost a year. And he keeps trying to get rid of this fucking ice bird, a dead ice bird, and the person is like ghosting them. I guess the only category in which they could possibly be the asshole is that they didn't bury it when they said they would, but the person's also not responding and said they wanted to do taxidermy. So like, I don't see any scenario in which I could feel like this person's the asshole. They're keeping a fucking dead bird in their freezer on behalf of like someone doesn't even live with them anymore.
I think he's being an asshole to the bird.
The bird's dead.
Let that thing be free.
Oh, like return it to the circle of life. Let it thaw out and be chomped on by a puma?
I mean, if it was me, the thing will be on the side of the house the day it died.
On the side of the house?
No,
what do you mean, like crucifying it on the side of the house? What are you talking about?
Ted, I'm talking about in the fucking trash, Ted.
Oh. I don't know why I thought you were going to crucify the bird, but it says
I'm not going to crucify the bird. I'm just not keeping a fucking dead bird in my freezer. That's where my hash browns are.
First thing came to my mind was just early morning, 6 a.m. You hear the hammer and the pa.
No, I'm not.
The camera pans over. It's Schlatt, one arm on the fucking side of the siding of the house, the other a big mallet, and he is banging nails into the wings of the bird, and it's just hanging from there.
You've got me all wrong. You've got me all wrong. I would never crucify the bird.
What does it say about you, Schlatt, that is what I thought, rather than it being in the trash, though? What does that say?
It says, Ted, that you live in Los Angeles in an apartment.
People aren't crucifying birds.
And you're not a homeowner. And you don't know that the trash goes on the side of the house. That's okay.
Neither are you.
That's okay.
Neither are you, asshole. Okay, so you don't know.
Well, I live in a house, buddy.
Fair, but maybe
I don't live in fucking urban. I do live in an urban sprawl. Hell, actually, I don't know why. I tried to get that one above
it's
you.
It's all falling apart there. It's because you don't want to live in urban sprawl.
Yeah. But I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a lot of space for my cars and my gadgets and my gizmos.
I don't know. Listeners out there, let us know if Schlatt seems like the kind of guy to crucify a bird.
I wouldn't crucify a bird unless it had nailed the book full of bullshit to my door.
You would
like 95 bullet points of complete utter
so you
horseshit.
Would only
stupid
crucify a
gobbledygook.
bird if the bird's name was Martin Luther.
Yeah, I'd crucify Martin Luther if he popped up.
If he showed up in bird form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even in human form, I'd do it.
Okay.
It'd be my duty.
All right.
He caused so much pain and suffering.
Did he also shit?
Shit? Yeah, he was
also
a human.
took a
He
crap.
probably did shit.
No. Like he took a crap along with the fucking thesis, didn't he? He took also crap on the doorstep.
That sounds almost as revisionist as Protestantism itself.
Oh. Well, you know what they say: if anyone causes these little ones to stumble, it would be better if they had a large millstone hung over their head and be drowned in the depths of the sea.
There you go, Ted. I like that you've memorized that. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, I think I got it wrong a little bit, but
a little bit, but your head's in the right spot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking funny bar. That's fucking bars right there.
That's the hardest shit.
The fact that is coming straight from the mouth of God is the most insane fucking psychotic shit I have ever heard.
Dude, that's cool. That's like sick. Like I'm happy. I'm happy he said that. That's like fucking based.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's based. This is base God moment. Is millstone drowning?
Oh okay. Yeah, I think he's being a dick to the bird, but I don't really. I mean, like, dude, just like. Throw the thing out, man.
Don't get rid of that, man.
Care.
What are you doing?
If they cared about taxidermying the bird, it would be taxidermied by now.
This post was one of those posts that's written with. It's more than 50% of the time. There's no space after the period. there's no capital letters, and they use a lot of those like 2008 texting things where they do like acronyms.
Oh,
but they're not actually acronyms because you can't like pronounce them. So that's why it was kind of hard to read. The consensus is that they're not the asshole, but everyone's kind of just confused on why they're struggling with this.
This is a strange situation. Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, yeah.
NTA, but you and your friend both are weirdos.
If it was a European starling, it might have been like, okay.
Might have been okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a highly invasive bird in North America. You'd recognize it probably. And if you don't recognize it now, you will. And you can figure that out next week. That's my cryptic thing for you. For you personally.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Do you guys want the next one?
Schlatt's going to open up his door one morning, and there's going to be hundreds of frozen European starlings just littered all over his doorstep. Crucified dinner. To 95 theses each.
Love it.
Cool.
That's a nice meal right there.
That's a nice meal.
I'll be meal prepped for weeks.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's a good macro.
Yeah, the macros on that must be insane. Tucker, take it away for our next asshole.
All right, title. Am I the asshole for turning off a video game that my son and his friends were playing?
Yeah.
No.
Here we go. My son had a sleepover with a few of his friends last night. They had gone swimming and played at the park before coming back to my house to play video games in the living room. I bought them a pizza to eat and was overwhelmed by the smell of 10 and 11-year-old boy armpits. I told them to go put deodorant on and they said okay. I checked in with them a few minutes later and they still hadn't washed up. At that point, they started to push back and said they didn't need it because they already had put some on last night. I said, whatever deodorant they put on last night has gotten washed off at the pool, and you all spent the last hours running around in warm weather. I told them again to put some on. They still didn't put any on, so I turned off their video game. Apparently, they were just about to pass a difficult level before I turned it off, and they were very upset with me. My son later told me that I embarrassed him. I told him that I handled it the way I did because I wasn't getting their attention. Am I the asshole?
No. It's your house.
Yeah, no, he's not. It's unfortunate, but those kids need to fucking wear deodorant. You know, maybe if they were just loud having a good time, that would be a little rude. But they lose points with the stink.
Yo, I'm starting to see that first guy's opinions here. It's starting to add up. To add up. You know, that maybe they should have all changed clothes when they got into the house.
I know. Who takes backsies with this stuff, man?
And maybe they should have.
Dude, there was a comment with 44,000 likes that told him to get therapy and that he was the asshole.
But look, dude, people are smelly.
They are smelly. But people
ever been to
just
Italy,
don't associate
France?
with people that are super smelly.
Spain? They all smell. Everyone smells across the Atlantic.
People wear deodorant. People wear deodorant in Europe. They do.
Few of them do.
I feel like this is a France-specific thing. This has got to be a France-specific thing.
Maybe France, but I think my hatred is spreading.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. I accept that. But in terms of the mom, this is a mom scenario. I don't really think she's that much of an asshole. I mean, maybe there's they're 10 and 11-year-olds. It's like they'll get over it. And also somewhat inconsequential for this is a pretty normal mom thing to do.
I don't know if it said that it was the mom.
Sounded like a dad to me, but I don't know. I would have I wouldn't have turned the game off. I would have just brought a fucking bottle of Axe Dark Temptation. Just spray it on him. Just lay it on him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that bad though. I don't really think it's that bad. I mean, I think that maybe if I was 15, I'd be like, that parent fucking sucks. But now I'm like, okay. I mean,
right? It's probably you were a terrible, terrible person, and I'm calling CPS and I doxed you and I'm taking this kid away from you.
Yeah. I think that maybe I'm past the age in which I'm a little bit more on the parent side for this one, but Tucker.
What'd they say, Tucker?
Okay, here's the consensus. You're the asshole. They are kids. They do this sort of thing. You definitely embarrassed your son in front of his friends for a relatively minor issue. I will say it is a lesson they needed to learn. Being smelly as an adult is embarrassing. As an adult. Good to teach kids hygiene is important. And that has 15K upvotes.
Whoa, shit. Were we in the wrong here, Schlatt?
No.
I think
I'm not raising a fucking iPad kid.
No iPad in this story.
Dude.
I'm thinking about it now.
There's a metaphorical one. There's a metaphorical one.
I mean, I guess if the kids were in a different room, you can just go away. That's always an option. You don't need to it is maybe a little bit imposing will upon the kids. And maybe
it's my house.
But
it's
also,
my house.
But also, those aren't his kids. Most other than his son, those aren't his kids. He shouldn't be telling other parents' kids to go put on deodorant and stuff. That's like something you just save later and be like, hey, he's a little stinky, wasn't he? You say that to your partner later on at night. These kids were fucking stinky. But yeah, no, I think that you wait until the son is alone and be like, hey, put some deodorant on, you smell like fucking shit. And then, go into another room and let them fucking do their thing. Tucker, what's your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts on this whole
I think that the parent is wrong. I think if you're going to have a kid, when they're a middle schooler, they're going to stink. And that's kind of normal. Why would you get so bent out of shape about that when they're friends over? They're playing freaking Dark Souls and one of them's about to beat the boss and you come in and you're like, nope. What an ass.
Oh, yeah, no. If it was Dark Souls, that changes everything.
The game changes it.
Oh, yeah. If it was it could have been anything. It could have been an episode. It could have been a fucking Mario game. It could have been a fucking Telltale game.
And it's it sounds like the kids played outside all day. They were swimming all day. They just had a pizza. Now they're inside playing some video games. That sounds like a good day.
It sounds like a perfect 10, day, honestly.
11, that's
perfect...
a great day. You're going to be like, damn, dude, we had so much fun today.
And also, how recent was this post?
Let me check. It was 3 months ago.
Yeah. I would say even now more than ever, it's probably harder to get kids to go outside and do shit. Outside, it's because there's so much inside you can fucking do. You can be gaming all the time. You can fall into the gaming world a little bit too early. But, if these kids are going to the park, they're going swimming and shit, they're having a good time. Yeah, no, that's a major buzzkill to a cool day.
You switched up, Ted. You switched up.
Well,
Stand by it. You switched up. You're different now.
No. I'm just open to hearing other opinions and, thinking about the context of it.
I'm closed-minded. And let me tell you something.
Well, at least you're open-minded about the fact that you're closed-minded.
Some in my house smells like shit. I take care of it. Put that in your pipe and suck on it.
Where'd you get that chicken tender?
Audio listeners love you to death. Schlatt just brought a little piece of chicken, came out of nowhere and went into Schlatt's mouth. Now he's chewing mad. Okay. Fine, but I'm pissed.
You want to do the next one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Title: Am I the asshole for not letting my girlfriend eat the naan bread we ordered? Okay, here's the story. My girlfriend and I got takeout from an Indian restaurant we like and order from usually when our budget allows us. This place is really the only good Indian place anywhere near us, but it is very pricey, and so we try to keep our order small. 1 entree for me, 1 entree for her, and a side of naan bread that we share. The thing is, the side of bread isn't very much, and the entree just isn't the same without it. So it seriously annoys me when she eats the bread without dipping it in her curry. It's such a waste of the little bread we get. I told her
that
this
is a waste of the little bread. You got to dip that shit in the curry. That's where it's good, that tomato sauce. Oh, baby.
I told her this before, but she says it's not my concern how she eats her food. Except it is my concern because she's wasting a shared side. Whatever, I let it go each time. This time she didn't order curry like she usually does. She got, I'm probably going to botch this, she got biryani, rice and meat. So I was happy that I would get the bread to myself. While we're eating, she reaches over for the bread and eats a piece on its own. I got annoyed and I moved the bread away from her and told her that she doesn't need the bread since she isn't eating curry and doesn't need the bread, whereas I'm eating a curry, so I do need the bread. Also, her entree comes with rice and she can eat that. She got offended and ended up threatening not to pay her share for the food next time. She also called me a greedy asshole and took her food and ate the rest in our bedroom.
Oh my God.
Am I the asshole?
Tucker, that was the best one you've ever done.
That was a good reading. That was a really good reading.
I was really feeling that one in here, dude.
like
Dude,
that.
you were
like
feeling
that.
that one big time, and it sounds like there's a potential that this happened to you and you're reading something that you wrote on Google Drive. But
No, I'm not reading off Google Drive. I can prove it.
okay. No, that was incredible. I mean, the just the flow, everything. I mean,
That one part flowed really well, didn't it?
Yeah.
did.
It was like bars, dude. You were like,
Dude, I was getting worried I was gonna fuck it up too.
No, it felt like slam poetry almost. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it did feel good.
Okay.
Yeah, Tucker's
What-
glowing right now. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Dude, is it crazy to think that that doesn't warrant being called a greedy asshole by your partner?
No, you're not crazy.
And they're both assholes. I don't know.
Calling someone a greedy asshole because of the fucking non-bread. Like, order more but non-bread, dude. Just
Split
order
the bread down the fucking middle.
If you are,
What is this
bullshit?
bullshit?
If he's struggling so much with the non-bread rationing, then order double the non-bread. It's probably like $3 more, and then you solve it, dude. If you're already ordering food, you're already locked into spending more money than you usually do it than if you were making food at home, right? So you might as well just spend the $3 extra to reduce any sort of problems you could have with your partner. End of story.
Who's getting upset? What relationship is getting upset over this to begin with? This is absurd. Split the fucking bread down the middle.
There's also a weird aspect to, like, he's clearly got a very specific opinion on how non-bread should be consumed that she doesn't share, and I don't know if he's like the standing authority on how to consume non-bread, like, right? I mean,
yeah. I think he's got a very good life. It could be a lot worse.
I will tell you though. I mean, the non-bread isn't a requirement. As if you've got basmati rice with curry, and you put that stuff in and it slops it up, and you got the whole beautiful slop going. You know, you don't necessarily need the non-bread, but there is a lot of high advantages to taking a little bit of non-bread, cupping it, and then making like a little curry rice chicken taco thing. I'm speaking specifically about like butter chicken or tikka masala or something like that. But yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. This is like
He's an asshole.
Well,
this is just weird. Like, figure out a system to split the bread. Don't be petty over it. This is your girlfriend.
This is somewhat similar to the like. This could fall into the category of like, maybe you're not totally in the wrong, but you are an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of like the no, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat it.
No, well, they split the bread usually. He knows she doesn't eat it the way he likes, which is literally of no concern to him anyways. So let her have her fair share of the bread anyway. Split it down the fucking middle.
Yeah, no.
That would save some. Rip it in half and divvy it out. This is fucking stupid.
Well, it's his issue. Well, you got to understand. What?
I was about to sneeze. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were just getting overwhelmed with emotion. If he just understands that, like, there's an inherent agreement to the like, because it seems like he wants to control the way. Like, he's got these theories, and he's like in this school of thought where he's like, you got to eat it this way. Like, he's the kind of guy that would like look at somebody eating some traditional bone-in wings and like get on their case for like the quality in which they're consuming it. They'd be like, you can't do it like it. You gotta twist the bone in, and you gotta suck on it through your teeth and go like that. So I feel like this guy's probably closer to being the asshole. It's a little bit controlling of him, it feels like she should be able to have her non-bread.
They're also splitting the cost.
Yeah. They're splitting the cost. That changes
in the
everything.
end, it says she has every
right
to not pay her
right
share.
to the fucking non-bread. She has every right to that naan bread. Fuck this guy. He's the asshole. End of story.
Decisive.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Tucker? What's the consensus? What's the top comment? Am I going to be surprised?
Okay. Top comment. You are a gigantic asshole.
Boom.
You don't get to decide for someone how they eat their food. You're splitting the bill. She gets to eat some bread, regardless of if you think it's being wasted as eaten. Go say you're sorry before you're single, asshole.
Boom. Mic drop, dude.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no, that was pretty cut and dry.
All right, here's the title. Am I the asshole for telling my son he has to wear clothes? Okay, here's a story.
Yes.
My son, male, 19.
It's like it starts off and it's like, sorry for interrupting you, but it starts off and like, we're in a nudist community. And then that's like throws the whole logic of it for a loop. Go ahead, Tucker. Sorry.
My son, male, 19, loves to just wear underwear in his room for whatever reason. He'll throw on a shirt and pants if he has to step out to go to the bathroom, come to the kitchen, talk to anybody, etc. But otherwise, he's just in his underwear. I, male, 48, told him multiple times that I dislike this and that he has to wear clothes in case his mom or I have to come into his room. He says that if we start knocking, he'll throw something on and it'll be okay. I told him he still has to wear clothes, and then he made another excuse and said it was too hot. In the summer, I tend to set the thermostat to around 85 or 87 to save money.
What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck?
I was on his side until that.
Oh my God.
I turn it down to around 80, 82 once the sun goes down because then it takes less energy.
Oh my God.
He says that it makes him sweat when he's just sitting around not doing anything, and I rejoin by saying, if it's so hot, go spend a couple hours outside, see if it still feels hot. We live in Oklahoma, and it routinely gets up to 100 in the summers. He rolled his eyes at this, and we just kept arguing. I'm wondering now if I'm the asshole.
Yes, dude. Keep your fucking thermostat at 68 degrees and don't change it. That's God's number right there. 68 degrees on the thermostat. 68.
That's a little chilly for me.
What are you talking about?
That's a little chilly for me.
Oh my God, your fucking bill must be astronomical.
What do you mean? I would save money.
If I was feeling a little cold, I'll put it up to 70 maybe.
You save money for the higher it is.
What?
I told you his math's fucked up.
Your math is entirely in the wrong direction here.
No.
Yes. You just said to me,
68 degrees, baby.
Yeah, and I said, that's too chilly for me.
Nah.
And you said, your electric bill's going to be through the roof. Ted, it's hotter out there. Harder to make house cool. Harder make house cold. Easier make house warm.
I have an explanation.
Okay.
My thermostat logic comes from exclusively growing up in Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Fair. Yeah, because you pay for the heat. Yeah,
and so I escape freezing. Once again into the hills.
Right. You got off scot-free.
In Massachusetts, when it's hot
Tucker,
outside...
don't say anything. Don't say... I don't remember you being spoken to there.
Yeah, I am hitting my word allotment for this episode.
That is true.
This is the one scenario that I can like prevent Tucker from coming in with some banger that puts me on the ropes again.
Dude, I was on his side until the thermostat. The title of the post should be, Am I the Asshole? I keep my house at 90 degrees.
Am I the asshole for heat torturing my son and being confused why he walks around in all underwear when he is like, dude, the house is a sauna. You've kept your house to the temperature of a sauna, and you know maybe that's what the Swedish like to do, and maybe it's a Swedish family. I don't know, but
Oklahoma.
So you're not. This is wrong what you're doing. This is shameful.
This is how to get put in a house when you're older. This is just one of those things.
This is how you get put in a house, and it gets and they drop that temperature low in that house. You will be freezing in that house, and you will be old, and you will be withering. You will look like a fucking Dark Souls character when you are in that fucking home.
Hollow.
You will be hollow. You will be named the Wretched One, and you will be quivering around. You will look like that weird baby fetus dragon thing that you fight in Dark Souls 3.
I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
Uncultured.
That's like the king, the shamed king or something like that, Tucker.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's a good one. He talks the whole time to himself, the whole time you're killing him.
Yeah, no, he's fucking freaky.
Yeah, that's a great boss fight. Let's not get into that.
What's the top comment say?
Top comment is, you're the asshole.
Boom.
Huge one. 1, he's not naked around the house. 2, why do you actually care? 3, 87 degrees in the summer. That's torturous. 4, your ridiculous temperature requirements are the reason he's wearing only underwear in the first damn place. You want him to get dressed? Keep the house a humane temperature.
Yeah, that's a great phrase to use in that is not a humane temperature. That is like literally fucking like breaking international law by having your house at that high of a temperature. That is insane. When I was my grandmother's sister, also known as my grand aunt. I don't know, what do you call that? What do you call it? What is your grandmother's sister?
Great aunt, maybe?
Aunt.
Great aunt
Yeah.
Bobby. Great aunt Bobby.
Bobby?
We call her Aunt Bobby.
Wow.
She would keep her house temperature at 75, and I remember that being like, oh, it's a little warm in here.
That's uncomfortable.
It's a little warm in here, but it wasn't bad. It was something I could deal with, and it was just, warm in there. But 87 degrees, a full 12 degrees higher than my late Aunt Bobby's house? That's insane.
Yeah, that's
Because at Aunt
Ted-
Bobby's, she had little chocolates in the things. I remember those chocolates being soft because it was warm in there.
Ted, that might even be like the heat might be on if you're setting it that high in Oklahoma. My AC died the other day, and for about a week, I had to suffer in a house with 105-degree heat in Austin. And the house would get into the high 80s with nothing running.
So the heat might be on to get it that high.
The heat might be on to get it that high in Oklahoma. That's what I'm saying. Like that is like
that's a manual. It's he said it there. He's like, I want it at 87. It's a very specific number. He's like, he wants it there.
Yeah, it's absurd. That's as if
that's a number that will haunt this person.
It's unlivable. It's completely unlivable. And you're getting put in a home.
Dude, this is one of those Am I the Assholes where I'm hoping that people are like figuring out where they live. They're contacting the electric company just to like cut them off or something like that. Like they need this person needs to be saved. This is like they're in a POW camp and they're being tortured. Like this is fucking terrifying.
Yeah. So
yeah, definitely the asshole there. I think we have about enough time for about one more.
Yeah, sure.
So Tucker, choose the best one you can think of. Just
same.
blow our socks off.
Oh, dude, I don't think we're gonna be able to top the non-bread one. That one was pretty funny. Or,
dude, the 87 degrees one was such a fun. Like I was like, why is this kid wearing underwear? Oh well, maybe that's like some. Maybe he's doing something that's like maybe that's weird. Maybe he's like dancing around, doing some fucking dirty dancing around the fucking room and shit. Like. No. It's 87 degrees in that house. Okay. It just everything lined up so it just made sense. Yeah, but take it away, Tucker.
Okay, we'll go with this one.
Whenever you're ready.
Dude, that's nice. I like that. Okay, title. Am I the asshole for making the same food for the whole week and refusing to change it up? Here's the story.
Okay.
I live with my boyfriend and I have been meal prepping. It has been wonderful. I learned I am fine eating the same thing in a week, and it actually saves me money. This week I am having salads for lunch, and yesterday I made a lot of spicy chicken that I will use for quesadillas and maybe nachos until Thursday.
This sounds fucking awesome.
The problem is my boyfriend hates it. He gets sick of eating it after 1 or 2 days. He comes home from work really late also, so him cooking isn't great for it. I told him the quesadilla plan we got. What the? I told him the quesadilla plan and we got into an argument. He called me inconsiderate for making the same meal every day. Am I the asshole?
No.
Boo-hoo. Boo fucking who.
Buddy,
oh, no.
buddy,
Buddy's
boy.
got to make his own food.
Oh my God. He's probably sitting there gaming Cheez-Its all over his fucking chest. Beard grown out, fucking Shane Dawson looking ass. Looking over to her and being like, I don't want chicken for the 4th night in a row.
It's not even chicken. It's like, oh, quesadillas again.
Yeah, like quesadillas are like one of God's gifts to the human race. And this guy is complaining about the fact that his girlfriend, not even him, made it for him and he had to eat it a 4th time. Like, dude, you're, what a fucking
He doesn't
dick.
know how good he has it.
What a fucking brat. Oh my God. I hope she fucking leaves him and then he's like, doesn't, and he just fucking goes broke or fucking dies or
Yeah, I hope this guy
something.
fucking dies.
Yeah,
I hope he gets hit by a
fucking-
truck.
I hope
this guy gets hit by a truck.
No,
and
that's
then,
not ironic enough. I hope he starves, right?
Oh, yeah. That would be ironic.
Yeah, that'd be like a Mother Goose tale. You know, that'd be like a tale from Mother Goose.
What's
You know, like a tale from that'd be like a tale from Mother Goose.
What's Mother Goose?
Mother Goose, she knows all the nursery rhymes.
Oh.
And it's also what a little child called Phyllis in The Office.
There once was a man named Ted. He shot himself and now he's dead. I don't know. I guess that was kind of over after the second line. I don't know.
Yeah.
How could I even
I thought you were
going to
go for, there was once a man named Ted. He shot himself in the head.
Oh. Blood poured out. A big red spout. Now Ted is dead.
he bled and he bled and he bled. And now old Ted is dead.
Is this a nursery rhyme or a limerick?
Man, come on. What are you doing? You think
that's a limerick.
Shit?
Yeah, it's a limerick.
You can't just decide it's a limerick.
That was a limerick.
Is that how limericks?
That was a limerick.
Why? Why?
Because it was a humorous, frequently bawdy verse of 3 long and 2 short lines.
Oh.
Limerick.
Wow.
Some limericks are nursery rhymes, but not all nursery rhymes.
So would you
are
rather
limericks.
speak only in limericks or riddles?
Limericks. Limericks, man. Yeah.
I kind of feel like the limerick one is funny too. Yeah.
And you can say things.
Yeah. You can say things.
No, you can barely. You can barely.
Things.
You can barely.
You can barely say
Huh? Sorry.
Your lead up to a sneeze is so interesting. You give off the energy of a confused old man, like who it's like got dementia when you are about to, you're like
Dude, sneezes fuck with me. I get really stuffy after it, and then I blow my nose, and then whenever I blow my nose, I have to sneeze again. It's like a terrible cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go. We have time. We have time for another one. Wait, what did people say? What was the top comment?
Yeah, what did people say?
Top comment. Not the asshole. He can make his own food if he doesn't like what you made. That's how it works.
Boom.
Roasted.
Got him. Nice.
We have time for another. Let's do another.
Okay. Am I the asshole for snapping at someone and saying, "We are not petting your fucking dog"?
Okay.
Here's the story.
This clearly needs context.
Wife and I went to a brewery restaurant. Where I'm at, it's nearly impossible to find a non-dog friendly patio. Also where I'm at, anywhere that serves food is not allowed dogs indoors. So because of these things, my wife and I always sit indoors. Neither of us like dogs. At this restaurant, the hostess stand and waiting area are outdoors. We check in and have to wait for a bit. In this time, a lady comes in with her large dog. A few people swoon right away at how cute the dog is, including the lady next to us, and the owner lets the dog approach. They get to talking and the dog approaches me. I tell the lady no thank you, and my wife and I move and get in line for a drink. Of course, the lady with the dog a few moments later gets in line behind us.
Dude.
Her dog starts licking the back of my wife's leg. She jumps a mile high and moves away. She tells me what happened as I didn't catch it initially. I tell the lady we are not petting your fucking dog. Kindly keep it away from us. I left it at that. The lady was shocked and stood in place for a bit. Eventually called me an asshole and left a line. Nothing further happened and we had a nice meal and drinks. But this shit of the dog invading our space without consent pissed me off. Am I the asshole?
No, fuck that dog. Who takes the dog to a dinner?
Dude, that was kind of epic the way that you said, "Am I the asshole?" You're like, "Am I the asshole?"
Who the hell? What are you taking a dog to a fucking restaurant for? That's ridiculous. You live in a clown world. This is probably some liberal hellhole.
There are people that have service dogs, but a service dog wouldn't do this.
Probably some liberal hellhole. You're probably living in Portland, Oregon. You're probably living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, no, that
you're probably living in. I don't know.
Oh. See, do you say Seattle?
You're probably living in Seattle.
There you go. Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
There you go.
No. I mean, people need to care. People need to get their fucking dogs in line, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want some piece of shit thing licking on me. That's what my husband does. That's what my husband's supposed to do, not a dog.
It'd be a little piece of shit licking on you,
licking on my legs.
Yeah.
Fuck that. My husband was supposed to be there later.
Your legs, unless it's the husband.
After that, listen. There's nothing wrong with the little wine and dine in 69 afterwards, but
a little bit of
now there's going to be fucking
of the
dog spittle on my wife's legs as I'm trying to get in there.
She's got to go home. She's got to
wash
her legs with soap and water. She's got to wash off. She's got
to change clothes. She's got to turn. I'm going to turn off her game because she smells like dog.
She smells like dog, and she went in the pool and she's been running around all day.
And you know what? Now she's not getting my non-bread either.
She's not getting the non-bread because if you got smelly dog calves that I can't get my lick on, then I'm shutting your game off and I'm taking your non-bread and I'm putting you in the freezer and I'm not burying you. You're staying in that freezer for months. And
the second you get out, you'll thaw immediately because this house is going to be 95 degrees.
95 degrees. Yeah, no, this, I would say that this person is maybe like, I don't know. It's like, they're not in the wrong wholly, but they're kind of a dick to like be like so annoying about it. Like,
they need to take a PR class, but I mean,
yeah, maybe take a
it's
PR
well within
class,
their right to tell a dog to fuck off. The owner has to look after the fucking dog.
Yeah, it's not like the dog was like humping them though, and the owner wasn't doing it. It was like maybe a little lick coming in, maybe a little tiny.
Keep your dog away from other people. Waiting in a line with the dog. Fuck, take my dog to the restaurant. Fuck that. Who would ever? You're weird if you take your dog to regular dog to a fucking restaurant.
I'm a little bit back and forth on this, but I don't really like the way that the person was like, "Get your fucking dog away from me, you fucking prick. I'm not going to touch your dog." Like
he turns around, immediately starts foaming at the mouth. "We're not touching your fucking dog."
I'm taking the fucking head off.
What did people say about it?
Top comment, not the asshole. I am a dog lover. I have always had dogs. That said, my dogs have also always been trained, leashed, and kept back from anyone who didn't ask to pet them. My sister was attacked by a GSD.
A great
sardine. When she was little, and is still afraid of that breed. There are also people who are allergic to dogs, and people who see dogs as working animals, not pets. The lady who owned the dog is an asshole for assuming everyone would want affection from her dog.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she definitely needs to. It's probably a new dog owner at the end of the day. Like, if she's like, yeah, everyone's gonna love my fucking dog, because there's people who lived on my street growing up that they weren't in. Like when I was walking my dog growing up, they did not want anything to do with that dog. Yeah. They got like freaked out by it.
Some people don't like dogs.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you live that you have to eat indoors because every restaurant in your area just has people bringing their dogs around.
They do kind of frame it like they're under assault from the dogs of the world. Like they do kind of frame it like they just cannot for the life of them escape these fucking dogs, and they're just getting like descended upon by they're still wolves or something. But no, they're not. They're totally the asshole. I mean, they deserve to not be, pooched on or smooched on by some pooches.
It's like bringing your fucking baby to a movie. What the fuck? Your dog to a restaurant?
It happens, Tucker. You seem like you didn't believe it happens, but it does.
I've never seen that happen. Never seen that happen. I'd scoff at anyone who decided to do that shit around.
I think that any child from 0 to like 3 should not be in a movie theater because those shits are going to talk. Once they get that voice, they'll be like, "What's happening?" But I understand. I understand that perspective from that asshole determination. Yeah. But Chucklers,
it's about that time.
If you're listening, you better let us know in the comments what you thought about these, and if we made, I kind of switched it up several times because I'm a sucker for the public opinion.
You gotta stay true. Stay true to how you really feel, baby.
Yeah,
Captain always sinks with a ship.
Well, I'm also open to changing my opinion. That's also an important thing. Okay.
Never.
All right.
Never change your opinions. Okay. And never grow as humans.
I don't know if we... Okay, fine. I'll let you say that.
That's my message to the world today.
My message to... Goodbye. But let us know what you think in the comments, Chucklers, if you like it. If you didn't like it, what are determinations of morals here. But thanks for watching another Reddit episode. You guys seem to like the last one, so... And we'll... I don't know, next time you see us, maybe we'll be like somewhere else. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Sucking each other off. Jerking each other off in person.
Sucking each other off in person, maybe. Who knows?
Who do you think's more well endowed?
Huh? Like who's got a larger cock?
Never mind.
Okay, bye.
Shouldn't ask that.